على عباده الذين اصطفى أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فإذا قضيتم الصلاة فاذكروا الله قياما وقعودا وعلى جنوبكم فإذا اطمأننتم فأقيموا الصلاة إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا موقوتا صدق الله العظيم وبلغنا رسوله النبي الكريم ونحن على ذلك من الشاهدين والشاكرين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Surah Nisa, Ayah 103. فَإِذَا قَضَيْتُمُ الصَّلَاةِ. So this refers to what we did yesterday, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give command about how to pray during the time of fighting. And when you are done with that method, when you are done praying, فَإِذَا قَضَيْتُمُ الصَّلَاةِ, when you have finished the salah, فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِكُمْ. Another thing that Muslims cannot ever forget is the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهِ. Even at the time of fighting, while you are fighting, or while you are defending, or while you are guarding yourself or your army or your people against the enemy, you have to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهِ. And how? قِيَامًا وَقُعُودًا وَعَلَى جُنُوبِكُمْ. No matter if you are standing or if you are sitting or if you are lying down on your side. Allahu Akbar. Or lying down, then do not forget to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at every single state. So this, and the next part of the ayah says, فَإِذَا اطْمَأْنَنْتُمْ فَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ. And then when you have found peace, then فَأَقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةِ, then establish salah properly, the proper way, which is إِنَّ الصَّلَاةَ كَانَتْ عَلَى الْمُؤْمِنِينَ كِتَابًا مَوْقُوتًا. Definitely, verily, salat is an obligation upon believers that is tied up with time. So zikr or remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is something that is not tied up with time. All times a Muslim is recommended to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, in fact required to remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, be mindful of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Other ibadat, for example siyam, salah, hajj, zakat, all of them are tied up with time to some extent. For example, salah, we all know there is 5 specific times. This part of the ayah says, Inna salata kana ala al-mu'minina kitaban mawquta. Salah is tied up with time. So if people say that we are going to pray but we are not going to respect the time that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed, then they will not be called somebody who is praying salah according to the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And if somebody does not believe in the times of salah, this in fact is a negation of this ayah. And if they don't want to pray salah according to the time that the Prophet ﷺ has prescribed for every salah, and they don't believe in it, then they are missing a tenet of faith or iman, and they will not deserve to be called Muslims even. So if somebody says that there is, apart from 5, not 5 salah but only 2 salah or 3 salah, Maghribain or Fajr and Asr, that's it. So these kind of people, they will not deserve to be called Muslims even, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not only given salah but also given times for salah. The specific times of each salah are not mentioned in the Quran. Therefore we learn that how much we are dependent on the hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, even in the very core things of deen. So there's several hadiths to this effect where the Prophet ﷺ explained the timings of salah, and the Prophet ﷺ was a perfect murabbi. He was the best murabbi, the best trainer. So he practically trained the Sahaba about the times of salah. So for Fajr, we've read this hadith that one person came to the Prophet ﷺ and asked him about the times of salah. The Prophet ﷺ told him to stay with me, learn by living in my company. And he stayed with the Prophet ﷺ on 2 days, and both these days, consecutive days, so we can't say that the season changed, but on those consecutive days, first day the Prophet ﷺ, if I remember correct, prayed at the earliest times, and then the second day the Prophet ﷺ prayed at the latest times of each salah, and then told him that the time of salah is between these 2 times that I have prayed. So for Fajr, the time starts when the vertical column of whiteness appears before sunset. That is roughly for most countries 80 to 90 minutes before sunrise time. Sorry, not sunset, sunrise time. and it ends just as the sun barely appears, the edge of the sun barely appears on the horizon. If somebody is praying Fajr and they know for sure that the sun has started to rise, they will have to break their Fajr Salah. And they will make qaza after the sun has fully risen and the surface of the earth has become bright, which is the Ishraq time. For Zuhr, the time is midday, which is easy to calculate for us. I'm just telling you in practical terms, they're midday. And right after midday, the time for Zuhr starts, and it lasts up to the time of Asr. The time of Asr, according to Ahnaf, starts when the shadow of each thing becomes double its size, and it ends right with the sunset. If somebody is praying Asr and they know that the sun has set, they will quickly finish their Asr. They will not break the Salah. They will quickly finish their Asr, and they will not have to do qaza. But if they start after the setting of sun, then it is already qaza. It is not permissible to pray at that time. It is not permissible to, or not prefer. So if somebody has not prayed Asr, they can at the very last time too. But if somebody has prayed Asr, then they should not pray any prayer before the sun has set. After the sunset, the time for Maghrib starts and lasts, according to Ahnaf, until the Shafaq Abiyaz has gone. So there's two kinds of Shafaq. When the sun sets, there's one on the horizon, there is redness on the sky. On the horizon, that is called Shafaq Ahmar, or the red Shafaq. That disappears, then there is a whiteness, which is called Shafaq Abiyaz. When that disappears, that corresponds to the 18 degrees time. So simply put, the confusion, there is no confusion. The reality is that Shafaq Ahmar is basically 15 degrees and Shafaq Abiyaz is 18 degrees. So when the whiteness has disappeared, then the time for Isha starts and the time for Maghrib ends. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us cognizance of Masail of Deen, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us the ones who follow the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in letter and spirit. اللهم اجعلنا من أهل القرآن الذي أهلك وخاصتك ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين رب اغفر وارحم وأنت خير الراحمين لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنا من الظالمين صلى الله تعالى على خير خلقه سيدنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.